Hey there! We've got two mods in today's episode, the K2 Command Pod and the Camera Focus Changer. Now the K2 has been on my list for a while because I think KSP is lacking in a pod between the Mark I and the Mark I-2. But I haven't had a chance to feature it because as a single part, it's a bit too small for a full episode. Then I recently found the Camera Focus Changer mod, which completely resolves a long-standing pet peeve of mine by allowing you to pick another part of your ship to center the camera on rather than the center of mass. So now that I have both these great little mods queued up, let's get them installed with CCAM. Alright, so first things first, let's do a filter search for K2. And there's the K2 command pod right there. Let's check our relationships. Nothing of note there. And now let us do a search for camera. And there we see camera focus changer. Let's check relationships here as well. Oh, there we have AVC, which we won't install when prompted in a minute. No other conflicts or relationships. Okay, so let's do an install. They're both set, ready to go. And we will not select that. And I think we are in good shape. Success, success. All right, let's have a look in game. Okay, so first things first, let's go into the VAB and have a look at the K2. So this command pod is modeled after the NASA Gemini two-person command module, and I'm sure you'll see the familiarity once we have a look at it here. And the other thing I want to do is pull up a Mark I just for comparison, size comparison. And you can see right away the K2 has significantly more volume, it's significantly larger, but it does retain the same 1.25 meter base diameter. And the other thing you'll notice here is that the K2 command pod is quite well balanced. So it's more than twice the mass of the Mark I pod, as you can see. But yet it only has 50% more electric charge, monoprop, and reaction wheel torque than the Mark I. And that coming at a cost which is about 3.5 times the cost of the Mark I. So it's definitely not overpowered, it's definitely not a cheaty type of command module. And the other thing that's very nice about this K2 is that it is available quite early in the game. So the flight control node of the research tree, which is only I think 3 levels deep in the research tree, you're going to get access to this pod quite early in the game, and that's going to be great for your rescue missions as well as getting multiple Kerbals that early mission experience points so that they can level up. So finally, the last thing I want to show you with this pod is that it does have a nice little IVA as well. So let's go to the launch pad and have a look. Alright, so there it is on the launch pad. And I love the little Max 2 Kerbals. I think that's pretty funny. Yeah, so let's have a look inside the IVA. So here you can see your partner sitting in the seat beside you, your console, and your little double windows here at the top. So all in all, a great little pod. I use it quite a bit in my games, especially early on, and I think you're going to enjoy it. So the other mod we're looking at today is a mod that you'll love if you've ever built a large space station or captured a large asteroid. Because if you have, then you'll know all about the headaches manipulating the camera to try to look at various parts that are far away from the center of mass. This mod solves the issue completely by letting you select any ship part to be the focus point for the camera. So let's go have a look at this functionality on an E-class asteroid I've captured. Alright, so as you can see, it's very difficult to get a look at your ship, your actual ship, once you're docked onto the asteroid, because the game uses the asteroid's mass as part of the center of mass calculation where the camera focus is. So it's very difficult to get a look at your ship parts in any detail because you're on such a sharp angle by the time you rotate the ship into your camera view. With Camera Focus Changer though, you have the ability to mouse over any part that you want to be the new camera center of focus. When you hit O, the letter O, while you have a ship part focused, it will make that ship part the new center of your camera. So there you can see now, perfect, and you can just keep selecting different parts by highlighting them and hitting the O key. That way you can really get a good look at any part of the ship that you're interested in, and you don't have to worry about those very sharp angles. If you want to have a look at these RTGs, simply highlight it, hit the O key, and you can zoom right in as tight as you possibly could. And of course, when you want to return to the default camera focus mechanism, simply put your mouse anywhere in the background, anywhere in empty space, and hit the O key again, and it will take you back to the default behavior with the center of mass as your camera focus. This is another mod that I just love because of its beautifully simple approach to solving a real problem with the game. Alright guys, well I guess that's a wrap for this episode. These are both great little mods that I use in my game, and I hope you'll support the mod authors by downloading both of them for your game as well. So have fun with these two mods, and we'll see you in the next episode. Take care.